We're getting really good at that.
Sorry for that insulting gesture. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. For number 23 of Muzz and the Chefs. Well,
20,
posh accent.
24, isn't it?
24, sorry, yeah. My apologies.
I'm on the evens.
Rather.
My subjects are the evens.
Oh, okay, there you go.
And you're odd.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, everyone knows I'm odd. Not as odd as you.
Yes.
So, welcome to the program again, ladies and gentlemen. Muzz and the Chefs, how the hell do we end up here? Follow us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, comment.
Press
and
the
also,
thingy.
that's on YouTube. So, on YouTube, subscribe, please, comment, and hit the notification bell there as well. And that's poetry in motion.
That was?
Yeah. So last week, we were talking. Did you want to do what you just said before?
No.
Before we were on air.
No, let's not. Let's not.
That's not okay.
Okay, we've agreed he's a knob jockey. Let's not give him any more oxygen. And if you watched the last one,
I've heard that he sacrifices babies.
Is that what you heard?
That's what I heard.
That's where all
Unbaptized.
That's where all the fetus ghosts
babies.
come from. All right, stop.
With 666 on their scalp. I don't know.
I just want to know. I want to ask in the public forum how many Star Wars T-shirts you have, because it seems like. Have you done a podcast without one?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you had the Ghostbusters one.
Yeah, Ghostbusters, Kiss one, a couple of Kiss ones.
Yeah.
I'm
just
noticing. I've got other ones as well. I've got other ones, but people keep buying them for me. I don't buy that many. People go, "Oh, there you go, Merry Christmas," and I go, "Oh, yeah, fuck, thanks, another one."
Because it's easy.
Yeah, because it's easy. Everyone knows what I like.
Yeah.
I ain't getting porn though.
Why did you look at me?
Well, you know what to get me for Christmas now.
I don't get porn.
I don't get porn. It's all free on the internet.
You fucking STD for fucking Christmas.
Jesus.
What do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? Chlamydia.
Syphilis. No.
Syphilis.
That was nasty stuff, wasn't it? Syphilis.
It's almost as bad as veganism.
I don't know if I'd make the connection there, but anyway. All right, so
my subject.
Your subject this week, yeah, and I'll do this face.
Yeah, you can, because you're gonna. I had this conversation at home. And my other person looked at me and went.
My other person looked
at me.
Your other person's that you split personality.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Looked at me and went.
Muscle out.
You're a fucking socialist.
You are a socialist.
Well, this is gonna make your head spin then.
You are a socialist.
Petrol prices, right? We're going to start. This is a broad. Mine's always broad, you know.
It is very broad.
So there was a 30 cents difference between Sydney and Maitland.
And the Hunter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Banks
Banks.
charging dead people for services they're not using.
That's been happening for a while.
Yeah. I believe, now hold on to your hat, that the government should bring back some state-owned things. I think the medical system should be state-owned.
It is.
It's not. There's private hospitals all the time. Private
there
doctors.
is, but
I'm saying there should be no
Medicare.
charge for nobody for nothing. It should be completely free. Yeah.
Okay.
For medical, education, roads, petrol prices.
Petrol prices?
There should be a state-run petrol service station. That's no gouging allowed.
I was going to make money doing that.
No, but that's a whole. It keeps the country running.
Does it? I don't know if that's good economics, personally.
Well, maybe they make a cent a litre.
Well,
rather than
I've been told it's like. I'm going to make a connection here, which is really bizarre, but apparently this is correct. Service stations are like movie theatres.
Okay.
In terms of service stations don't make money out of petrol, and theatres don't make money out of movies. They make money out of the extra shit that they sell.
Yeah, the shit you buy.
Yeah, so snacks and lollies and
Slushies
chips and
and all that
pies
shite.
and whatever.
So the government can still make money out of that, but it should be one set price for petrol all over this country. Why should it be different?
Do you really think OPEC is going to allow that to happen?
Well, change the law. Change the law. This is what the governments are for, changing laws.
Yeah,
That's the whole fucking point.
Yeah, but the government has to still pay for the oil and
Yeah,
for the petrol,
what I'm saying.
doesn't it?
Yeah, but then there's a set price in the entire country. It doesn't vary greatly from city to city. It's the same price. And like the education, the hospital system, all of it should be taken over by the state. Electricity.
Holy
water.
fuck, you are. See, we've gotten away from all this in the last 20 years.
Yeah, and has it got better? No. It's got fucking worse.
well,
Look at electricity prices. As soon as they sold it, it went through the fucking roof.
Yeah, but they can also compete against each other as well.
But they don't. They go,
They
how
do.
much are you charging? All right, well, we charge $1 more here and $1 less there, and you can have this much. No, they don't. There's fucking collusion going on. There is. There's fucking collusion
there is
going on.
collusions, particularly in the oil industry. There's no
Yeah,
doubt
so we're getting screwed, and we should stop it. We should tell them all to fuck off. And we should put people we trust in government and put them in charge.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So.
A trustworthy politician. Yeah, that's happened before.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, everybody loved, what was his name? I wasn't here. Gough Whitlam.
Gough Whitlam?
Was he a good guy?
I don't know, I wasn't alive then.
You sure?
Whitlam, oh, he was the Labour. Yeah, he's the Labour guy. Yeah, he's the one, the Labour guy.
Well, apparently...
He was quite socialist, yeah, you're correct, yeah.
I think this is my premise for this show. Education, medication, roads, because
roads are.
No, they're fucking not. This fucking annoys the fuck out of me.
You're talking about tolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but roads, most of the roads are though. These are local government roads, right? And then you got federal roads and state roads.
Yeah.
And then you got toll roads, and they are private as far as I'm aware.
Yeah,
is that
private
correct?
fucking roads.
Yeah.
So what are you paying the government for? To make roads that they're contracting out, and then they're charging you to drive on the... Fuck off.
And then you got your vehicle excise as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get in charge, because my four-wheel drive is going to cost more to register than your Honda out there because it's a heavier car.
Fucking, yeah, they're both a piece of shit. Mine's a bigger piece of shit. But hey, there could even be, there could even be a state-run car.
What?
Australia, go back to car building. Get the government to set up a factory building cars, Australian-built cars, and Australians will buy them at a competitive price.
You fucking commie.
Yeah, I think so. I was listening to myself spouting this shit, and I'm going, is that coming out of my mouth?
Wow.
But then it makes it an even playing field for everybody.
Yeah, but is that good? That's why communism failed.
Why?
Well, because there's
No,
no
I'm not going
incentive
full.
to...
I'm not going full communism.
Just bit communism.
Just a little bit communism.
So, like,
yeah.
what, China?
No, fuck off.
Well, China are communist, but they are very... their commerce is quite capitalist in a lot of ways, isn't it?
I think part of me it's cheapskate. I want someone to pay for my roads. I want someone to pay for my education. I want someone
But
to
that
pay
all
for
comes
my
out
hospital.
of tax money.
But it doesn't fucking... No, when was the last time you went to the doctor and it was all paid for?
Not all paid for, no.
No.
Partly
So-
paid for.
Yeah, so you still have to put your hand in your pocket.
Yeah, of course. But
Yeah. When was the last time you had a child
but
getting
it-
educated and it's all free? That doesn't happen.
well,
doesn't happen.
actually, that's an interesting point because the education is free, but usually you pay for textbooks and blah blah blah. And if you don't pay for textbooks, they fucking
No.
send nasty letters home. That's
No,
my
now
kids have been out of school for years.
Now you've got devices. You've got to bring your own device.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So that's bollocks. There's nothing. This government gives you nothing. Nothing.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Tell me one thing you get for free from the government. One thing. Just give me one thing.
Not absolutely free, no.
No.
But you could live in America where everyone has to pay for their own health cover.
I didn't say anything about America. Don't bring them into it. They're
No,
fucks.
I'm just comparing to other countries. Like
All I want is the government to run social services properly and for free. We pay taxes for certain things like roads, and then you end up paying tolls on roads. You pay taxes for Medicare levies and private health insurance, and then you pay the doctor. It's like we're paying twice for everything.
But what that will equal, and I'm not an economist, but this would be my understanding of it, if you privatise everything, then...
No, that's where we are. I'm going the other way.
Sorry, publicise everything, make everything public, and not privatise, sorry, you'll be paying a lot more in tax,
Yes.
like Germany.
So what? I don't... If education, mostly education and health, is all completely free to everybody,
See,
I have
I'm
no
the
problem
opposite of you.
paying a little bit of tax.
I think...
Well, you don't pay tax. You're a dodging motherfucker. When was the last time you paid a cent in tax?
Smart business people write their tax off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can write it off. Doesn't mean I still have
But I
to
pay for it in other areas. I pay for it in fuel tax. I pay for it in road tax. I pay for it in other ways as well.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You're already paying this plus 10% GST on fucking everything. Like,
Except food.
no, you pay GST on food.
What? On certain foods?
Food I sell, everything's got GST on it. Because it's a service.
Yeah.
And I buy a raw product and I cook it, so now it's not a raw product anymore. It's actually fucked the restaurant industry to tell you the truth. GST, not good.
No.
It never really came back from that. Anyway, I digress.
I want to see where you're going with this.
So, on top of this,
Government worker, paid worker, just drove past.
Yeah.
Rode past, sorry.
Posty.
Hi, Daryl.
Oh, yep.
He's Posty.
Is
That's
it?
not him, though.
How do you know?
Yeah.
There's no
Because
death
he doesn't
metal.
work here.
There's no death metal blast now
No,
with
he
the
works
posty
in...
bike.
No. Hi, Daryl. No, he works in a different area.
So, I'd like to see all this state-run. I don't mind. Not state-run. There's another thing. Let's get rid of one level of government.
You know who would agree with
While
you?
we're at this. Who?
Josh.
Oh,
Josh
God.
would actually agree with you on this stuff.
Now I know I'm wrong.
We'll tag him in this. No, because he said one day, why don't we just make all the bottle shops and everything and all the shops just make them government run? I went,
No, that's not what I said.
no, that's not what you said, but yeah.
I want social services.
So
for
we're
free.
talking healthcare, roads, hospitals, obviously is part of healthcare.
Yeah. Education.
Education.
Let's start with that. Let's get that. Oh,
But you're talking fuel as well.
yeah, and electricity.
And
It
electricity.
used to be.
No.
It did. The state used to run the
Oh,
electricity.
they used to own it. You still
Yeah.
paid for it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not free, but just have one body doing it so we're not getting gouged by these motherfuckers. You know? And why are we paying for electricity anyway? There's that much solar power in this fucking country. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
There should be. Yeah.
That and hydro, because
There should be at least solar.
the sunniest place on
I'd
the
love to go
fucking
solar,
planet.
but I just at this point it's not viable
It's not what?
financially. Viable. Financially viable, I don't think. Correct. You know, if someone has got solar power out there, you may have a different opinion. I haven't had it, but I don't know the way that it is. I think solar and battery is the way to go in this country. We've got enough fucking sun, which we should all have solar panels and batteries in each house.
So then
But
we
this-
wouldn't
but
pay
this
for,
bullshit
but then we
of
wouldn't
feeding it
pay
back-
for electricity at all then, yeah?
No, you
Correct?
wouldn't exactly, and that's the thing. I agree with
Why
you.
don't the government then go out and put solar panels on everybody's house
Exactly.
and give them all a battery?
I agree. But
What?
I actually agree. I would like that. I think that would be awesome, and it's a smart way to go.
Spit that word out.
Smart way to go.
And then
I got the
I'd take that
autism.
rather than what?
Got the autism.
Right.
Not really.
Asperger. So
You go eat some Asperger's.
I'm verging on communist.
Well,
Verging.
yeah,
But
yeah, you
there's
are.
still private enterprise for everything else.
So
I don't think private
restaurants, supermarkets.
Yeah. That shouldn't be
Bunnings?
state run. Bunnings can still exist. I don't know why the fuck you'd want to go there, but I have to leave a trail of fucking breadcrumbs to go find my
Pubs?
way out of Bunnings.
What about
Oh,
pubs?
you're interrupting.
Sorry.
Yes, pubs should be pubs. There's not state-run pub. Can you imagine a state-run pub? How much fucking...
But they pay so much tax in alcohol and so much tax in gambling, pokies, etc.
See,
TAB.
don't get me going on that.
Why not?
TAB is run by the state, isn't it? It's
Is it?
New South Wales TAB.
I don't know. That's something I have to look into.
Yeah, because...
Fact check. Charlie.
You go, job. Because that race happened last month. What was the race?
Melbourne Cup?
Yeah. I see. I think all horse racing should be banned.
I'm not a fan of it either, to be quite honest with you, but it's getting
But
off topic. But yeah.
Too much money.
Oh yeah, it's like the greyhound industry. Actually, when Mike Baird was Premier of New South Wales, he was a Lib. I didn't actually mind him. Didn't think he was that bad, and he banned greyhound racing. I think, fucking yes, someone's actually done something good. And then what? 6 months later, brought it back in.
Yeah. But see, imagine if we had elephants in this country.
Racing elephants.
Yeah. Jim, how upset would people get? And you can't do that to the poor elephant.
No,
Fuck the horse up, but you can't do it to an
and
elephant.
the dog.
Yeah. So
Mass graves of fucking greyhounds and
that
horses.
was quite locally here too, the
Yeah, that
greyhound
was- yeah.
ones.
Yep.
But yeah, that's state run. And I think we should get rid of a level of government. I don't care which one, but somebody has to go.
That's an area which I do agree with you on. I think we're way over governed in this country. I do agree with that. But I have been told, and I don't know if it's correct or not, that when you get rid of one or the other will increase. So if you get rid of state, federal will increase or local will increase, for example. So I don't know how that works. But there's too many fucking elections and too many fucking politicians. There's too many
Well,
of
you've
them.
got two houses in each level of government.
Yeah.
That's a lot of jobs for a lot of people who I don't think fucking deserve them or we fucking need.
Yeah, so you got local, state, and federal, and you don't. I don't think we need them all, but I don't know. So it's different. We're very similar to America in that sense. Or they've got 50 odd states, whatever it is over there. I don't know how many they got. 50 something, 52 or something. And we've got how many we've got here plus territories.
How many is it?
Okay, so you got New South Wales, Queensland, Tasmania, South Australia, Western Australia, and then you got 5 states. Is that right? And two territories. Northern Territory and Canberra. ACT, sorry.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, so in America's got lots, and we kind of modelled after them, and that probably comes because there was the different colonies.
Back you modelled after England because you've got the House of Lords and the House of Commons.
You had originally there's 2 colonies. There was Tasmania or Van Diemen's Land, and there's New South Wales, and New South Wales covered the entirety of Australia at the time until they started breaking up. Melbourne and Victoria became its own state, and then Queensland became its own state. So yeah,
and Western Australia wants to be its own country.
They wanted to a long time ago, actually. I don't know if
it's still going around, it's still buzzing.
Yeah,
and the Republican Party are putting a new push on as well.
Good,
which is great. Fantastic, vote for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, how do you feel about my thought about the roads, education, medication, health system, i.e.
The question comes back to who's going to pay for it.
We all pay anyway. That's what I'm saying. We all pay anyway. If we get rid of one level of government, those fuckers making 100,000 a year for the rest of their lives, minimum.
You might be onto something there. I don't know the figures, but you may be onto something with that.
They're not doing hard. They're not hard done by at all. And they've also got They've also got perks like travel, and they all abuse this. And I don't blame them, because if I was there, I'd probably do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'd probably go, I've got to go to such and such. Order me a fucking helicopter. I've got to go to Bunnings for the weekend. Order me a helicopter. I'm going to cook some sausages to save money for the fucking fireys. Yet I'm getting a fucking helicopter to get there and back. It's all bollocks.
Yeah.
They need, somebody needs to fucking choke chain these motherfuckers and stop spending our money on shit for yourselves and spend it on fucking shit we need.
I'm trying to think somewhere else which has our levels of government. Apart from the US, you have provinces in Canada. Is that correct? I'm not quite sure. I don't really know. But there's not many like that. When you think of, the United Kingdom, they're separate countries. You think of Europe, I guess, I don't know, has Germany got different provinces as well? I'm not sure how it works, actually.
Germany thinks it's got lots of different provinces.
Germany's
Poland
great.
being the
Don't
biggest
listen to him.
one.
Germany's an awesome country. Don't listen to him.
It is a good country. I love Germany.
It's a great place.
It's the capital. It's the capital of Europe.
It is the capital of Europe. And they're very rich too. Not rich, but they're rich in the EU, I guess. But so I don't know.
Abolish. I'm going to say it right. Abolish state government.
Yeah,
give more power to your locals, because they're the people you can drive down the street to and go, "Oi, Brendan or Mary or whatever your name is, this fucking road has got to be fixed." And you bring all your mates with you, and they go, "Shit," and shit gets done. Locally, shit will get done. State kind of dilutes a little bit, and it gets to federal, and they're going, "Oh, how much will America give us for this?" And you go, "Fuck off! Doesn't matter. Fix the fucking road."
Or how much are we giving to America to go to Mars?
150 million.
Fucking Jesus. All the while our fucking farmers are just
killing themselves because there's
it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But
so I think I've stated you still haven't responded. I probably haven't given you a chance. There has been a bit of a rant.
What was the question?
Fuck, do I have to do everything here?
I'm letting you go on this one.
Do you agree?
Don't hang yourself.
That we should... No, I'm not hanging myself at all.
Abolish state government.
Yeah, and that money we would save on that would pay for the shit we need fixed. Your education system, your literacy in this country is shit. It's not even in the top 10.
It's pretty bad.
And why?
It's pretty bad.
Well, let's pour money into hospitals and schools by taking money away from politicians.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that idea.
You like that idea?
Yep.
And let's have one person, one organisation in charge of the roads. One. Not fucking, what are they called now? Services New South Wales.
But see, they did do that with that. They did amalgamate all those services into one thing, which was a cost. That was Abbott that did that. That was the Abbott government that did that. That was a way to get... And I don't know when the last time you were at Service New South Wales, but I tell you what, it's a fucking tightly run shit now. I like it.
Yeah, but
It's good.
So they're responsible for some of the roads, but not all of the roads.
Isn't it the RTA?
It's the same fucking thing. Services New South Wales,
No.
the RTA is part of it.
Yeah, but not the office where you go and renew your license. It's not exactly this. I'm surely it's not exactly the same.
No, behind the scenes.
I don't know enough about it.
But you've got federal. You even said it. You got federal roads. You got.
State roads
Yeah.
and local roads. Yeah.
Why don't we just have one person? Not one person. Actually, that would be a good idea. One person in charge of the roads, and you go, which is the most dangerous? Which
Road
needs,
Hitler.
Yeah, which needs the most fixing? Right. Well, we fix that one, and then we'll fix this one. And by the way, fix it fucking properly. There's roads from the fucking Romans still around. This fucking shit we're driving around on here disappears every time it fucking rains. Big fucking hole.
Yeah.
And then we pay.
Don't go to
council.
Dungog. Have you been to the Maester of Dungog? Oh my god.
Yeah. And I ride a fucking motorbike.
Bad. He's bad. Because Dungog has the local government at Dungog are very, I would say very poor because that sounds terrible.
Frugal.
But they don't have much money up there because they don't have a lot of population and
See, this is where Road Hitler comes in. He decides, and then we just
no more road for you.
no. Why can't we do it systematically? You know, like painting the Harbour Bridge. You start there, you go all the way across,
And
then
let's
when
start
you-
again.
Yeah. Why don't we start and say Sydney or Melbourne or Perth? I don't really give a fuck. And then just go around fixing it all, and then we come back around and start again. But I do like, and they've got now these developers. There's this huge development going on out here at Bishop's Bridge, making them build the fucking road from the housing estate to the road that exists.
Yeah.
Good. Fuck them.
Well, I think there's usually deals. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming there's deals made with that. Like because there's deals like that made all the time with government and local government. The developer goes, okay, so if you let me put this new development in here, I'll pay for the road as well.
Yeah, that should happen.
I think it does happen. I don't know for sure. That may be a fact check, but I think that probably does happen because there's always things like that. There's always sort of, if you do this for us, we'll do this. You scratch your back, we'll scratch ours. Blah blah blah.
Right.
So I think that does
Corruption
happen.
you're talking about.
Well, it may not be. Well, maybe it's corruption. I don't know.
Because then the guy who, like, say you're the politician, you go, oh, I own a cement company. Would you be able to use my cement to build your road with?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Otherwise, you won't get the fucking contract.
Yeah.
They're all fucking poisonous fuckers.
Yep.
Don't trust any of them.
No, I agree with you on this. Those points, absolutely. But I don't know about privatisation of everything. I just don't know if there's enough money. And
Where would you draw the line? So you're happy with education, healthcare for free,
education is largely free, apart from
but they also
a
give
few fees and textbooks and stuff like that.
the government also gives money to private schools.
Yeah, well, I think that's kind of wrong. I think if you're going to be a private school and you choose to go to a private school, that they should look after themselves.
I'm saying abolish them.
Private schools.
Yep.
Okay.
Give everybody the
I
same.
don't know, so I don't agree with that because but I don't think it should be paid for by the government. I think if you're going to go to a private school, it's a private school. You choose to go to the private school. You pay for the privilege of going to a private school. Same with hospitals. If you choose to go to a private hospital, then you pay for that privilege. The government shouldn't have to also.
I disagree, because then you're going to pull doctors from one to another because they think they're going to get more money. You're going to pull teachers from one to the other. Let's make it a level playing field for everybody.
That sounds awfully communist.
I know it does, especially when you say it out loud. It didn't sound that bad in my head, but when you lay it out like that, I'm communist and I'm a fascist, communist, socialist dictator
Well,
with Road Hitler. Where the fuck did Road Hitler come
well,
from?
I'll tell you
by
what.
the way?
One of the things, all the tests that I've had to get done recently. I mean, part of it was covered by Medicare, but I had to shell out still a lot of money for the scans that I did. I'm talking, $1,500 for 2 scans that I had to get done.
Yeah.
And then the Medicare will pay for the remainder. And yeah, it hit us in the hip pocket because of that. And then doctors' fees, particularly specialist fees, you do get some of that back as well. So yeah,
I was in one office once and it cost me $400. And I was there 10 minutes. And I'm trying to think, how much is that per second?
I can work it out. Calculator out. Someone work it out. I'll post it down below.
Yeah, somebody will.
Yeah. No, education, medical, roads. I probably agree with most of those points. But the question is, and probably abolishing state government, but where's the money going to come from? Okay,
What
so you
I'm
will
saying,
be.
the money is
I
already
remember
there.
you a couple of years ago. You were fucking whinging your ass off about the tax that you had to pay. So if this your harebrained scheme comes into fruition.
It depends. You know what? I don't mind paying tax.
You'll be paying a fucking lot more tax than you are now.
Fuck, who says I'm paying tax? I am. If things got fixed, would you mind? Like if I'd pay more tax if I didn't have to pay for medical, or education, or roads, or any of that shit. And by the way, why don't cyclists have to register their bikes? They use the road.
Yes.
You backed away real quick. I thought you'd have my back here.
No. I don't dislike or like cyclists. I guess it comes down to.
But they should obey the same rules and pay the same
prices.
prices.
They should certainly obey the rules. One thing I will agree on, and it's not necessarily the middle-aged blokes that get on the highway on the weekend.
I never mentioned age.
Well, usually it is. But these guys that get out there on the weekend and
in their lycra,
and I can't talk, and cycle down the street. They're usually not the problem. What irritates me is people who are casual bike riders who 1 minute are on the road as a vehicle, and next minute
on the path.
Are riding on the path or riding across the pedestrian crossing. That's what shits me.
I'm on the road. Oh, hold on, light's going to change now. I'm on the path.
Yeah, you got to be one or the other. When I used to live in Newcastle when I was younger, I didn't have a car, so I used to ride my pushy everywhere. But if I was going to hop off my bike and walk, I would hop off. I'd hop off my bike to walk across the zebra crossing, or to press the lights or whatever. But if I was on the road riding as a cyclist, I would obey the road rules.
Yeah.
So I think that's what shits me about cyclists. I know a lot of people get shits about cyclists. Apparently in Sydney they're really bad in some areas, and they don't obey the road rules, and that's what they fucking need to do. If you're a vehicle on the road, you need to obey the road rules just like everybody else.
Let's give them numbers, not the people. That would be a bit German-like. Let's
give them barcodes on the wrist.
Let's like registration numbers, because if you run a red light in a car, click, photograph, you're done.
Yeah.
The bikes,
yeah.
If they're going to register and they're going to pay the rules,
I think some places in Sydney you do have to now.
Or we could just.
I don't think it is around here.
We could just microchip all these fuckers.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Anyway, on top of this, the education.
Gavin Orwell.
And that's exactly somebody else used his name. They said, "Have you read 1984 and Animal Farm?" And yes, I have. Electricity's the other one. I think electricity. I'm saying it should be one price for everybody, and it shouldn't be the price it is.
What I will agree with you is that there really does need to be electricity energy reform. Mm-hmm. I do think that needs to happen, because in a country, as I stated before, in a country like Australia, in abundant in fucking UV and sunlight, which we have, we should be fucking. There was an interview, and don't get me wrong, I don't watch 60 Minutes because the show shits me, but I came across a clip on YouTube. And 60 Minutes were interviewing Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, do you know that there are people in this country, to him, the question was to him, that cannot pay the electricity bills? And he's just gone, what the... he didn't say it, but his face was, what the fuck? He's saying, in a country like Australia, with our resources and with... you could equate it to Venezuela, who pay a couple of cents, for a litre of fucking petrol because they've got so much of it there and they can't fucking sell it to anybody. Same with Australia. Why aren't we taking advantage of our, the thing, like you said, it all comes back to money. If I can ship it off to China, I can ship it off to wherever and make more money than from the locals, well, that's what they fucking go and do.
There's no long-term plan here. There's no one in power that's got that, I believe, that's got a vision of what's going to be like in 10 or 15 years. They've got a vision of how they're going to get through the next election.
Yeah.
But I've seen nobody looking 20 years down the line, 30 years down the line. No. There's nobody there. When they did the Snowy Mountain thing, how long did that take?
Yeah, when was that? Was it in the 50s or something?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It took years and years and years. That was someone with a vision to go, right, let's build and build and build, and we'll get this, and this will make everything better for lots of people. Not tomorrow, not the next day, but in 20 years' time, laughing. There's nobody involved in any stage of government in this country right now looking at that. What they're looking at is how they can get their next paycheck by getting re-elected by you.
One of the things we could really save in electricity, and I've discussed this a number of times with Michelle, is that I reckon it would be so fucking easy because we camp a lot and we use 12-volt lighting and stuff like that. And I reckon every house should be at the minimum So bigger appliances which pull more current, like washing machines and dryers and ovens and things like that. Yeah, okay, you do need your 240 volts. So these days you don't. You don't need. All you need is 12 volts to run lights. Like an LED fucking, we can put our little battery. We can plug our LED lights at camp and they'll run for a week. Because they draw such. If you converted every house in Australia to LED battery powered lights with a solar panel out the back, at the absolute minimum, you could save so much money and so much
but even
coal burning. And
Bunnings. They've got the light just stick in the ground, and the top of it's a solar panel and just heats up all day, and as soon as it gets dark, the light comes on.
Yeah. Well, we've got a heap of those in the backyard.
Yeah. Like, why can't you make your roof the panel and the battery, and all your lights come on when it gets dark? Although it'd be fucking annoying going around turning them off.
Well, you just need to wire up your house as a 12 volt system opposed to a 240 volt system, and then you could do that. And they throw so much light. You couldn't run certain appliances on it because they just draw too much power.
How about your Marshall stack over there with that?
Yeah, well, that pulls a bit. I'm not sure exactly, but lighting at the absolute minimum. I think 2 weeks ago I installed 3 solar security lights outside. So I put one out in the outdoor area, one above the garage at the back, and one in the backyard.
So you just told everybody where your security lights are.
Doesn't matter. They're still going to turn on if you walk into the yard. But one of them, the one I've got in the backyard just here, is 2,000 lumens. It's fucking like a Jesus Christ! It is so strong, and it's I'm not paying for it. I'm not going out the back and turning the lights on.
Yep.
Just those type of things. You can save so much money by doing that. But anyway, that's my rant.
Okay. So electricity should be a standard price across Australia rather than getting gouged by individual privatisation.
Yeah, well, you'll be going back to 20, 30 years ago where it was before they started privatising.
Yeah, but also on top of that, there was employment by state-run. If you're owning electricity, right, and you're a private enterprise, you're there to make money. Spend as little as you can and make as much as you can. Correct? A state-run place is there to provide a service. It's a different mentality.
Yeah.
So I think we need to go back to that mentality.
But the money's still got to come from somewhere.
Yeah, people still have to pay. I'm not saying electricity's free.
Yeah.
I'm saying we still pay, but we pay a set rate rather than...
Actually, it wasn't that long ago when you think about it. I still remember seeing the signs up on the poles, don't privatise electricity.
In New South Wales, Fatty O'Barrel. What's his name? Barry O'Farrell sold it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, and that's not so long. Was it him? Or the one after him? I can't remember. They all just blend into one and we need to get rid of them anyway. We do. So I'm saying, state government, fuck them off.
I want to agree with you on that point, but I think there's other issues that come into place. But, it'd be like saying, I don't know, break up England into states and then create governments or Ireland, wherever.
They are. It's called Brexit.
No. I'm talking smaller than that.
Ireland, we've got one place. It's called the Dáil. It's the House of Parliament.
But that runs the whole
country.
The whole country, and there's one.
And then when you've got local councils, local councils, and that's it.
You could still have.
Then we have European
You can still
elections.
have states by name. You don't have to have representation, I suppose. You can still have New South Wales and Victoria and blah 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 by name.
We still have counties. You get County Dublin, County Wicklow, County Wexford.
But is a county like a council? Like a council area,
No.
Because Newcastle used to be called Newcastle County Council.
But inside Dublin, there'd be the Fingal Council. There'd be the different areas would have different local councils. But there wouldn't be there would be Dublin City Council. But it's
Maybe no different to Newcastle or Sydney or whatever.
But there's no.
Yeah, no. I often question state government whether it's needed, but I have been told, well, not been told, but I've been informed that once you get one level of government, one or the other will increase.
Yeah, I don't mind it increasing a little bit. We need to cut the fat out of these fuckers. We do. And we're paying hand over fist for them, and what we're not getting education, we're not getting fucking roads fixed. Let's be honest. You're paying for every time you go to the hospital, you have to pay. Yes.
No, well, not everything, but a lot of things.
Ambulance trips.
Yeah, well, you have to pay for those if you're not,
privately insured.
Yeah.
Which you pay for, and then there's a gap, and you pay for the fucking rest of it anyway.
Yeah. And
so you're privately insured, there's a gap, and there's Medicare, and you still have to pay. Some fucker's making a fucking bollock load of money out of it, and it's not the.
I don't know. I'd like to see the figures before I make a statement.
It's not it's not the health system, because they're fucking broke as a joke. And they should be given. They should be given shitloads of money.
I'm certainly not for big. See, in a lot of ways, I'm very opposite to you. I'm actually not big government. I'm more. I don't know. In a lot of ways, I think that. See, one of the things that used to really annoy me when we had our business, when we had our shop, is that you have all these people that have government jobs and this, and they do fuck all. You'd work your ass off, to try and keep your doors open, and you got fuckers working for the council who fucking lean on a shovel all day. I'm not saying everyone's like that, by the way, but some do. I'm sure there's lots of bludgers in local government. But, they used to annoy the shit out of me, because you're paying all this tax and you ring's at the same position. Mm-hmm. You're paying all this tax and all this stuff, and you're going, well, fucking hell, like.
Well, see, I've got another theory.
Oh, no.
Well,
we're past half an hour, so I hope it's quick.
All right. So, okay, I'll be quick. When you elect people to Parliament and a party gets elected, and then they pick people, they go, right, you're in charge of agriculture, you're in charge of banking.
Minister for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they should do that. I think the party should get elected.
Christopher Pyne, he's jumped from fucking Minister of Defence to Minister for fucking homosexuality to fucking... You know what I mean? How can one person have all those fucking qualifications?
What I'm saying is, that's exactly, you're making my point exactly. Yeah. Whoever's in charge, whoever's the head of that fucking party should go, we're elected, right. Who's the best person in the country at small business? Right, you're now in charge, you're now part of our party, you're in charge.
That's the way it should be.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it should be like that.
And... the head copper's now in charge of the police, not the fucking minister for police.
Yeah, the fucking...
He's never... Some guy that's been in the job for 20 years, put him in charge.
Some decorated general should be in charge of the military.
Yeah.
Should be Minister of the Military.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Pick people from the industries.
Minister of Defence, sorry.
Pick people from the industries that they're
in.
I
they say Minister of Defence, but really it's offence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Usually.
I go, there's never a fucking protection rifle, it's always an assault rifle. Where are these protection rifles you speak of? Fuck off. Yes, get people from the industry that you're going to govern and put them in charge of their own fucking industry.
I'll tell you who they fucking love. They love him, Barnaby Joyce.
Yeah.
They love him up in New England. They think he's the best fucking thing. They think he's so awesome, and that's why even all the scandals and bullshit that he's been through, he still gets voted back in because they fucking love him. And what did he say about the bushfires last week? He said something fucked up about the bushfires.
I don't pay much attention to Barnaby. The only thing
he said that
I only gauge what Barnaby's going to say by the colour of his head. It just gets redder.
He does get red. But he said something along the lines of, some of the people, which was really poor taste, by the way. I think he said something along the lines of, the people that died in the bushfires are probably greenies anyway. That's pretty nasty.
That's
imagine being their family members,
especially if they are greenies.
It doesn't matter whether they're greenies or not.
They're people.
They're just people. I think that was pretty poor taste. But they'll vote him back in again next time. They love him.
Yeah, but the two parties had a massive kick-off about whose fault the fucking.
Oh, we should have done a podcast on the whole bushfire thing.
The Greenies said it was the Nationals, and the Nationals said they were, what did he call them? City-dwelling lunatics. Something like inner city lunatics. Good man, that's good.
Yeah, we should have talked about that too, because that was.
There'll be another opportunity. There'll be more fires.
The blame, people say, "Oh, it's the Greenies' fault."
I know your views on this.
What?
Oh, we should go on.
Well. What should be happening is fuel reduction burns. That's what should be happening.
Yes.
But there have been a lot of policies put in place and pressure from green groups and green politicians to not allow it to happen.
That's bollocks. That's bollocks.
It's not bollocks.
It is. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because they're not in power. They can't fucking force anything.
They can still influence. They still do deals and fucking...
But they can't make you not do it. They can say don't do it, but they can't make you not. They're not in power. They've never been in power, so that's a load of shit.
No, it's not a load of shit because they still have influence.
They have influence all they like, but
they've got things called preferential votes. Of course, they have influence. Fuck, it happens all the time.
As I said, fucking bastards making money off getting elected and not having the foresight to look down the road a little bit.
Yeah,
like the Big River.
We really need to do the Big River.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Okay, that's it. All done.
You're done?
Well, we're over time. So.
All right. Thanks for listening. Enjoy.
We need a time limit because if not, we'll be here all fucking day.
Yes, we will. Leave a comment on whether you think we've slid into communism, slight communism, Hong Kong communism, Russian communism, or just, I don't know, fascist communism. I don't know. Anyway, let us know. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.